Good evening. I'm here tonight to talk about my experience in the local homeless shelters and how it has made my life with God complete. I have been volunteering and working at shelters for the last 13 years or so. Most recently, I spent 3 years as a shelter supervisor for the Aura Center here in town. If you look out in life, God makes your purpose easy to find. Apparently, they wanted me to open shelters and help the homeless. And honestly, my religion didn't feel real until it was a full contact sport. My whole body needed to be engaged. Setting up blankets and pads, making coffee, unclogging toilets, and the like. Around 2010, Russell Ani, a parishioner here at Trinity, convinced the vestry that Trinity should open their doors in the winter to the homeless. This is what good Christians were supposed to do. I had always wanted to work with the homeless somehow. I signed up for the first overnight shift. We had 12 people. That year, participating churches here in town provided a no-frills shelter 4 nights a week. Turn the heat and the coffee pot on, and folks can come in and lay on the floor. It's pretty sparse, but it worked. Eventually, Russ decided that hard-boiled eggs and bananas and milk in the morning was still inside our no-frills parameters. But soon there was soup and bread dinners prepared by a food committee. We had sign-up sheets in the parish hall and everything. The thing about organized religion is how organized it can be and how much stuff can get done. People get fed, extra clothes find their ways to folks who need them. Brown bags get filled with food and are sent off with people in the morning. Trinity did 7 winter shelter seasons. When we finished, we were housing about 50 people each Wednesday night, which was a lot. Next, I got to open a shelter at an unused Baptist church with Aura here in town. Aura stands for Opportunities for Housing, Resources, and Assistance. It was a relatively new local nonprofit who had recently made it their mission to start operating a shelter. Then, during COVID, we opened a shelter at the Presbyterian Church. After that, also during the pandemic, with the help from state money, we opened a shelter at a beat-up Super 8 hotel at the south end of town. At the shelters, I got to see some really cool stuff, and some not so cool stuff. I saw people at their best. I remember a pair of vets who met there at the shelter, and they were inseparable after that. I always saw them on the street, and they took care of each other. People were taking care of each other out there. I saw people not their best. One December, there was a fighting couple. The woman picking up the shelter Christmas tree and throwing at her partner inside the crowded dormitory. Ho, ho, ho. But still, every day, I saw the face of God in every person I interacted with. People and their stories at the shelter, that was the gift I received all those years. What you learn when you work at a shelter, what is so striking about the homeless population is how darn regular the people are. Homeless people tell you stories that are not entirely true. Homeless people have trouble getting along with their family. Homeless people get their heart broken. what you learn in a shelter is that homeless people aren't homeless people at all. They are people. There are no homeless people. There is only us. And some of us don't have a home right now. And some of us don't have a job right now. And then there are others of us who are having a really crummy time of it and are using drugs because it is so freaking impossible to stay awake and keep moving, because you know as soon as you lay down, you'll be roused and told to move on. It is possible to live outside all the time. That's what the folks at the shelter taught me. But I wouldn't want to try it. I have nothing but respect and I am in downright awe of the people who do that. At the shelter, I have seen the face of God. It is smiling. It is angry. It is full of love. It is impatient. It is looking for hope. And it is missing a tooth. God and Russell have given me the chance to do something really cool for my community. And for that, I am forever grateful.